Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Start 11 show. Manchester City versus Everton. Merry Christmas to everyone. This should be going out on Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all got what you wanted and looking forward to Boxing Day against Manchester City. Half 12 kickoff. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, it is what it is. And listen, after the last couple of performances, the clean sheets, who knows? We might be able to get something out of the game the way Manchester City are playing as well. So let's get into it. Of course, in goal, Jordan Pickford starts the game. Again, vital stops in the game against Chelsea and obviously the game against Arsenal as well. So obviously starts the game in goal. At right back, Ashley Young is injured. So Seamus Coleman, I think, just for the fact of what the game is. And I think Nathan Patterson just hasn't played any football, basically, bar coming on for a few minutes, I think, in the Manchester United game. Hasn't really played at all, and I don't know whether it would be good idea throwing him in at the deep end in a game like this. I mean, he won't start, let's be honest. It'll be Seamus Coleman. But I also think Seamus Coleman, it might be a game for his experience, and then maybe you look later on at swapping him for Patterson just because, of course, Seamus Coleman himself, injury-wise, hasn't played that many games this season, but he'll know what the job is and the job that the manager wants. And at the end of the day, you can't really put players into the team for the style you want to play when you know there's a style the manager wants to play, which is that the fullbacks don't go forward really too much. They're obviously massively defensive. So Seamus Coleman at right back, at left back, Vitaly Michalenko, who has played well in the last couple of games. They've been, well, first half against Chelsea, a couple of times, he got given the run around, but I thought he settled down. And obviously, the game against Arsenal, he was very good. So, hopefully, he makes it 3 games in a row. That he does really, really well for us. The centre backs, of course, are James Tarkowski and Jared Branthwaite. I thought Jared Branthwaite probably had his best game retaining against Chelsea. Looked very, very solid. Kept it quite simple, whereas in some of the other games, distribution wasn't great. I mean, obviously, the last time he was in Manchester, he gave a goal away, essentially, didn't he? And also one bounced in off him and went in. So hoping for better things for him in this game. So they're the centre-back partnership. In midfield, Mangala and Azizagana Gay continue protecting that defence. Mangala, obviously, decent on the ball as well. So hopefully when he gets, doesn't give it away too often, cheaply. And Azizagana Gay is the same. Although there was a couple of times against Chelsea where he was a little bit too relaxed. Couple of short balls, couple of loose ones there. He's always quite calm in possession, but he was just a little bit too calm against Chelsea at times. So obviously they've got a lot of work just protecting the back four, cutting out the passing lanes for Manchester City that Manchester City will use. So big job for those two. And obviously this is kind of Gay getting on a little bit in footballing terms. So you wonder how many games he can play. But listen, he just keeps going, doesn't he? Just keeps going. It's like the Energizer Bunny, so just keeps going and has been pretty good so far this season for us, considering everything. Ahead of them, I would probably go for the core again. McNeil, touch and go according to Sean Dyche. So again, I'd err on the side of caution. Look for someone who can be that third man in the midfield and help protect, break when he can. But I'm not expecting obviously Everton to have too much of the ball. And if it's going to be anyone in that role, clearly it's going to be Decore. So continue with Decore in there. On the left, and Jai, just continuing again, just keep doing what you're doing. keep the ball as often as you can. It's just a shame that essentially he plays like a wing back rather than a winger, even though he should be playing a number 10. But maybe that day will come. He is playing like a wing back essentially. He picks the ball up where a fullback should be picking the ball up, and that makes it so hard for him. Then if he beats a couple of plays, he's still essentially just inside their half or just inside our half. So it's hard for him, it really is. But what he does do is he does tend to keep the ball well, and he can win his fouls. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. But obviously, he has to. One thing I would say about Njide, like, uh, it's easier said than done, but it would just be nice to see a little bit more end product. I don't think that's his fault as such because of how deep he is, and the ball he put in against Chelsea, which Harrison should have buried. That would have been a really good assist for him. So it's not really his fault that it isn't finished, but we'd like to see him do more of that. So he starts on the left, and on the right, I'm going to edge my bet here. I'm going to go for Dwight McNeil again. If Dwight McNeil's available, I'd like to see him start on the right, simply because I don't think he's got the pace to get back up to past the fullback. I just don't think he's got the pace. I think when he plays on the left, he's it's just very little he can do. I think he likes getting in that pocket on the right hand side to cut in on his left foot. I just don't think he's got the pace to go back past fullbacks. So I'm going to edge my bets that he's available and put him there. And hopefully from that side he can get shots off. He can, and he can put in crosses from that side rather than going to the byline, because I just don't think he can get to the byline. I just don't think he can do it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for him. And up front, I'm going to go for a change. I'm going to go for Brozier. Obviously, missed the game against Chelsea. Obviously, his parent club. So I'm going to go for Brozier. I think he's played, come on, obviously against Arsenal, come on against Wolves, little cameo. I think, listen, Dom, again, in these games when you're playing against teams that you're not going to have the ball for, is important. But I'd just like to see someone else have a go and see what happens. So, and that player is Brozier. So, going to give Brozier a go up front and just see what happens. Something could come off. It might not come off. Who knows? But I'm going to go for Brozier. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you disagree with my team? What would you go for? Who would you bring in at right back? Who would you go for in midfield? Who would you go for up front? Let me know in the comments, and we will have all of the after-match reaction around 3 o'clock, I'd imagine. So join us for that. Thanks for watching. See you later.